Welcome back all, I'm MTG Joe, and today we're going to be playing some more of the MCQ lists. I'm just trying to get up to a higher rank, and then we'll start playing some budget decks and some brews. Just want to get out of gold. So this is Andrea Mengucci's blue-green ramp deck. So this one I kind of caught my eye from a couple cards. It's playing what I was trying early on the bans to play the Quasiduplicate, Risen Reef, Cavalier of Thorns kind of mix. Using the elemental synergies with the Leafkin Druid to get extra lands into play, copying Cavalier of Thorns, and kind of just gaining a critical mass of mana. The rest of the deck is pretty straightforward. You have Arboreal Grazers, it grows spirals to put extra lands into play, Hydroid Krasis and Nissa to double mana and then draw a bunch of cards. And then there's a couple of spicy cards in here that I really like. You have Finale of Devastation, which is basically Green Sun Zenith plus Crater Hoof if you have more than 10 mana. So you can search for any creature, put it into play. If it's 10 or more, all your creatures get plus XX in haste till end of turn. So that's a pretty cool card, and generally you'll want to get for End-Raze Forerunners. So this is Mini Crater Hoof Behemoth. Vigilance Trample Haste 7/7 for 8 mana, and when it enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +2/2 and gain Vigilance and Trample to end the turn. So it's kind of a quick way to close out a game. There's also one Agent of Treachery just to kind of wrap things up. Mana base, pretty straightforward. You got your temples and your breeding pools. Then you got 2 blue castles to scry and 2 Castle Garenbrig to kind of get ahead on mana and play like an extra mana into the Hydroid Krasis. Sideboard wise, pretty straightforward. Red-green matchups. You got the Gus, another Negate, 2 Return to Nature versus the either Fire's deck, or if you're looking at like Oven, stuff like that. 3 Mystical Disputes versus the Counter Mirrors. Lovestruck Beast is versus aggro, and Shifting Ceratops is versus counter-based decks. So we will play it out. I am currently at gold 1, 2 match wins away from the next tier up. So let's play it out. I also have the blue-green flash deck that will probably feature on the channel as well. Those seem to be kind of the prevalent ones, along with Jun's Sacrifice. I want to get kind of a feel for that. Generally people ask, I know I've had some people ask, we played the blue, so the Is It flash deck, so that, which was a kind of a better deck. So offering some feedback there. So this hand's actually not too bad. We could go Leafkin. I'm going to keep the other Risen Reef there. So this is just like a Gruul deck. Also pretty slow start if so. This might be Wilderness Reclamation and they're missing colored mana. Okay, so they just concede here. Not telling us more information. I have a feeling it's Wilderness Rec. I think let's get rid of the Quasiduplicates, bring in a couple Aether Gusts. Just in case they have that, just hedge the matchup there. It's good against Gruul anyways. And they usually only bring out a singular threat, so Agent of Treachery is pretty good. Maybe shave down a Finale, bring in another Gust. I would imagine Gruul wouldn't concede there, I don't think. We just went a turn 2 mana ramp. I'll try this out. Yeah, so it's Temur Reclamation most likely. So to me that's probably Growth Spiral. So I'm going to just do this to slow him down a turn. Keeps him off a draw as well. Want to catch the Wilderness Reclamation this turn when it comes down. So in this matchup, I'll probably want the Ceratops and Mystical Dispute. So the Growth Spiral play wasn't too bad there. They might have... Okay, so they don't have the Essence Capture there. They shock in. So that can be Growth Spiral. I think we just go Nissa here. Nissa puts an immediate clock on them. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Okay, the Growth Spiral here. It's actually not bad. So I'm going to set up it also does a good job of blocking Niv Mizzet. And then next turn we'll just try to win through the extra damage there. Let's scry. I don't want the land. And for like a blue, like for a teamer deck, they're gonna have a hard time. We're still at 20 life. And they only have one Reclamation out, so they probably can't Expansion Explosion us this turn. And the next turn we could just Forerunner. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. More than enough mana here. Prioritizing animating non-forests right now since they double our mana. They may just float the mana and Chemister's Insight again. Egg Quantum going pretty well. Finally got to some Magic today. Was watching a bit of the MCQ. Completed the Pokédex. How about yourself? Was playing a lot of Pokemon this weekend. My guess is just Insight here. Or they could go double Flame Sweep. Takes out 2 lands. Finals. What are you studying again? You know what? I applaud him. That's a lot of effort. Aerospace engineering. Good on you. That is not an easy one. So opponent kind of just played out their hand. They're going to sweep everything. think I'm just going to play the Krasis on top. And then Aether Gust. Decline. Take action. And for End-Raze Forerunner wins us the game. That's 7, 8. Paid too much mana, but still won. Alright, sweet. Took down Team of Reclamation. 1 match win away from ranking up. Let me give Arena a quick reset and then take it from there. I think I want to try out that black-white discard deck we ran into the other day on stream. That one looked pretty sweet. Alright, let's run this through. There's a lot of people playing that Team of Reclamation deck. Without like Nexus or a way, like a good board wipe, it's pretty rough. Like, they had to spend like 4 cards to wipe our board, and we just followed it up. They used on Nissa in play, which would have got some remedial damage in. Angry Piggy got us there. So opponent's on the play. Probably keep this hand. Any other mana ramp, and potentially we're at turn 3 Cavalier. I don't mind quasi-duplicating Cavaliers. This might be, so it's most likely sacrifice. Ooh, Sultai. So Brazen Borer. It's interesting. Might be Sultai control. 4 color. Let's play this out again. It's pretty good tempo play. Just play this out again. Them using Murderous Rider there is fine. I'd rather keep the Nissa or the Cavalier. Lovestruck and then cast Lovestruck is my guess. So this might be 4-color adventure. That's actually very good. So let's see, if we go 5, animate, no, I think we go Cavalier this turn. Put Breeding Pool into play. We're going to steal something with Agent once this Cavalier dies, but next turn I could Quasiduplicate, discard a land, Quasiduplicate. Innkeeper coming down is kind of annoying. They get to refill their hand, potentially find a bounce spell. So if they have a bounce, it's kind of annoying. whiff on lands. Nissa this turn or just another Cavalier? I think we just go another Cavalier. If they want, they can double block here. Yeah, the deck seems pretty cool. I wonder if they're playing like fires or something for mana consistency. Here I want to take Risen Reef. Probably Risen Reef, right? Considering we have 3. Or just go Agent of Treachery. Let's go Agent. We'll just start stealing their stuff. Because then when these copies die, we also get additional. Just get this going. So next turn I could discard these 2. It's fine if they stomp there. I would think attacking for 1, I block. Okay, so they just concede here. We're going to be able to steal a bunch of stuff. So they do have Clover. I think we just run it back because we can go over the top on them. This is kind of fringe for Clover. Aether Gust gets rid of Edge Wall, Lovestruck. I actually think we're okay. Let's run it back. Their mana base is going to do some type of damage to them. I think I'd like another Agent of Treachery in the sideboard. So this land so if we draw an untapped land, that puts us ahead. If not, okay, so it's not the untapped land we want. So next turn I just Arboreal, play Temple. So their hand's going to be a lot better with Lucky Clover. Yeah, I think we keep that. So the question here, I think I just play this land here. Because the thing is, I'm most likely growth spiraling next turn. So I'd prefer to have the Temple. So I'm going to scry because I want to find a land. Risen Reef's interesting, but I think we want to try to find a land. So they hit us for 4. Maybe cutting Risen Reef in this matchup might make sense. So they're going to take Nissa. Maybe they got worried and take Finale, but Nissa's the obvious pick. So I'm actually just going to Finale for Risen Reef here. And just hold back. Because if they don't kill the Risen Reef this turn, I could Quasiduplicate on it and then play Leafkin Druid. So change plans. Play that out. This can block everything. They're also missing a second black for Murderous Rider. Okay, so they'll get the black now. So if they have Murderous Rider, they can cast that. But I'll use it to get another Cavalier. So they kill both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking a bit of damage. Put a line on the battlefield. So this lets us play Agent next turn to steal the Beanstalk Giant if they play that. So End-Razer's in the yard, and so are both our Finales. So the important thing to note, when we target Bone Crusher, we'll take 2, so 4, 5, 6. So we can do this for 6, refill our hand. So I'm going to block here. They may have Stomp, which kills it anyways. At least like this Krasis will go off. Yeah, so they get it back. Opponent's deck has been fairly consistent mana-wise. I guess the Bone Crusher does help there. Let's just go Nissa. So this turn I'm just going to go X6, put some more life for us. Nissa probably dies this turn. This also gives us a flyer. We can block their board. So next turn I have available 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, so I could just take a Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, technically. Or I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do a pretty big Krasis again, because this is... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa. So 1, 2. Yeah, I gotta just put it all into Krasis. So that's X equals 7. So it's 9, 10, 11. Yeah, X7. Might still be dead. Oh, I didn't count right. We lost out on 2 mana. Could have gained another life. So they get the Assassin's Trophy. That takes out that. They attack in. I block here. Take 6 and I lose. Ah, that one click cost us. I still like the deck. Like Aether Gust, I don't want to bounce their adventure stuff. Maybe just some Lovestrucks. Get rid of End-Raze. They brought in Duress. So maybe... But Nissa's so good. Maybe Finale. We would have had one more turn if I paid the extra 2 mana into it. So I can go... Sounds a little awkward. Oh god. Should have kept the other hand. So opponent's being cocky, giving us an early GG. So really just want to draw lands here. It's actually great for us. We can go Growth Spiral. So they got the double Lucky Clover, which is going to be gross. Find a land, find a land. Yeah! That mana base was just awkward. Like we had... So they got triple 1-drop. I'm gonna do this so we can keep the blockers back. Getting 5 lands off the top feels good. Okay. Give me a Krasis. So multi 5, we still turn forward a Cavalier. 6 lands in play. They kill the Cavalier. Oh, that gets him a lot of mana. I guess with Beanstalk, you fix your mana pretty well. They got the red sources they needed. They do take 6 damage from this Murderous Rider. They wipe our board. Feels bad. They take our Quasiduplicate, so not the worst, but I really don't like the Escape the Wilds there. You had all these adventure spells. So the one thing this deck lacks is a real catch-up mechanic. We're kind of all in on the ramp plan, so when we fall behind, they hit us for 8. Yeah, we're dead. Krasis doesn't really get us out of it. They have the Murderous Riders. Ah, that one sucked. Claim that. So, crack this pack. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this video and I'm going to come and play some of the blue-green flash. We're going to get probably like 2 matches of each. I'm just going to quickly split, but I'll be right back online and we'll fire up this one here. So I'll be back in like a minute. But for those who are just tuning in this, hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back in 1 sec.